Hello from the other side of the world. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you from Toronto, whatever. I'm coming to you guys from Canada. Woohoo! I made it here in one piece. I feel good, I feel healthy, I feel fine. Although I'm a little jet lagged, it's like 5 a.m. when I'm filming this, so that's fun. So I vlogged like bits and pieces from my travel experience, but I also thought that I would just sit down and talk to you guys about my experience traveling in this pandemic because I'm sure a lot of people are curious. So I took a flight from Bombay to Delhi through Vistara and then from Delhi to Toronto through Air Canada. Before you book your tickets for any kind of travel, you might want to check the criteria, the border services of that particular country and see what kind of passengers they are letting in. I'll leave Canada's down below because that's what I used. So I got in based on the fact that I'm a student here, I'm in my 4th year, I have classes that are happening in person. So now let's talk about my experience. Okay, so first of all, a big thing that I was worried about was if or not the flights and the airports would be practicing social distancing. And the simple answer, if you're flying out from India, is no. Just because I think it's really hard to social distance in India. They do have constant announcements at airports going on that respect social distancing, janta duri, blah blah blah, but it wasn't really as much in effect as it is in Canada. The Bombay airport was super empty though, like from the gate to like the check-in counters to everything else, it was super empty. There were no lines at all, but my flight was full and there was no social distancing, so that was a little claustrophobic. Overall, the Bombay airport was taking a lot of care in response to COVID-19. Now let's talk about the Delhi airport. It was a disaster. And basically, I got out and I soon realized, like, oh my god, there's like hundreds of people at this gate. Like, imagine a concert. That's how many people were there. It was a long line to even get inside of the airport. And once in Delhi, you get through the gates and you get past immigration, it was a lot better. So now I started my journey with Air Canada. Again, no social distancing on the flights. My cabin was pretty empty, so I got lucky in that sense. The flight, it was chill. There was the entertainment center. I know Air India and Vande Bharat flights do not have the entertainment unit on. Yeah, I just sanitized my mask like every once I got. I had these sanitizing wipes that I used to like wipe down surfaces. So yeah, watched a bunch of movies, slept a lot, sanitized like crazy. Air Canada also was very firm on letting people know that if you're wearing a mask, it has to cover your whole face. You cannot have your nose up. It's like a big pet peeve of mine when people are wearing the mask from down here. It's like, I don't know, I don't like it. So Air Canada was on the same page as me on that one. Doesn't happen very often. After that, immigration into Canada was so easy. It took me like 1 minute. I guess the thing is, a lot of students, at least like in my friend circle, were very scared about this whole experience, and we would like talk to each other and scare each other. And I think because of all of that, I was super over prepared. Like, I had so many documents with me. So I would say if you are coming into Canada as a student, don't be scared. It's just do your research and be over prepared, but don't be over stressed. I was really nervous. I think a big part of that was crowd mentality because I was speaking to a lot of people who were also really nervous for valid reasons, but I'd say don't talk to that many people. Yeah, I feel like something that was very interesting was that since my parents are doctors, you would think that they would be over precautious. But because my parents are doctors and they like actually know the inside details of these things, like my dad is also working in the COVID ward, they were more relaxed than some of my friends and their parents who are not doctors. So they were literally like, you don't have to stress at all, just don't be stupid, wear your mask at all times, sanitize as much as you can, as long as you don't do anything stupid like talk to people without your mask and like touch random surfaces, you'll be fine. I would say if you've already like bought your ticket, you've set up your mind that you're traveling for an essential thing such as like school or work or caring for a family member, just go through with it. Now you've made the decision, so don't stress about it. Now it's like, okay, I'm willing to take any risk that comes with it. So you take full responsibility for yourself, and you are also strictly quarantining for 2 weeks. So if anything even were to happen, it won't spread. And I also had a negative COVID test before I went on to the flight. So yeah, just be socially responsible. And lastly, I think like a big thing that was again like just reinforced, I feel like it's important to remember that things in our head are so much worse than when it becomes your reality. Like when you actually get here and now I'm in quarantine and now I was on the flight and all of that stopped being that scary. It still was, but it wasn't like life and death. Like I feel like things are just way worse in our heads when our imaginations run wild than what they really are. Yeah, that was my experience. For those wondering, no, I did not cry in the check-in line while saying goodbye to my parents. Oh, also, right before I left, my brother-in-law uncle, big shout out, sent me the link to this article that talks about possibility of you catching COVID on an airplane is not as much as you think it is. I will link it down below if you would like to read it or send it to a family member who's currently stressing out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see you guys very soon. I'm gonna be filming a lot during this quarantine, so until then, have a good time. I don't know what to say. Okay. Bye guys. Now let's talk about the Delhi airport. I just spilled tea everywhere, so Delhi airport, this is what you caused.